Hi, and welcome back to this CWC Age podcast where leadership, mentorship, and lean thinking meet real-world growth. I'm Chris, and whether you're a CEO, a business owner, graduate, or just hungry to grow, this is where you'll find insights that push you forward. Let's dive in. Welcome back to CWC Age podcast. I'm Chris, and today we're exploring something that sits at the very heart of growth, leadership, and transformation: empowerment. Empowerment isn't just a buzzword. It's the difference between organizations that stagnate and those organizations that thrive. It's the difference between individuals who stay stuck and those who grow into their best selves. I've mentored CEOs, business owners, SME leaders, graduates, and people leaving the military or emergency services. And no matter their background, one thing becomes very, very clear. When people feel empowered, they perform, they innovate, they grow. And when empowerment is missing, people shrink, they wait, they hold back, they disengage from processes. So in this episode, we're going to try to break down what empowerment really means, how to empower yourself, and how to empower others, and the incredible ripple effect empowerment creates in teams, in your businesses, and in your local communities. By the end of this episode, you'll have practical strategies you can help apply straight away to build empowerment into your world. Now, let's get clear on what empowerment actually is. Too many people think it's about handing someone a job title or giving them permission to do something. Empowerment isn't permission. Empowerment is confidence plus responsibility. It's creating an environment where people believe they can act and trust that they'll be supported when they do act. I once worked with a graduate in London who felt completely invisible at work. Absolutely. Brilliant ideas, she had loads of energy, but every time she spoke up, she felt shut down by the senior people in her organisation. And over time, she stopped contributing. Now that's dangerous. After some mentoring and gaining some confidence within herself, she pitched an idea directly to the leadership, and guess what? It was accepted. And suddenly that graduate was then leading these small projects in teams. The only difference was she felt empowered. They empowered her. The belief that her voice mattered and that taking initiative was valued. That's empowerment in action, not permission, but belief plus support. Now here's the thing, you can't empower others if you're not empowering yourself. It starts here with you. So how do you empower yourself? Well, let me give you 3 simple strategies, all researched, and they seem to land quite well. Shift the self-talk. The way you speak to yourself shapes your limits. If your inner dialogue is always saying, I can't do it, I'm not ready to do it, I'll fail, guess what? You'll never step forward. Change that script to, I can learn, I can grow, I can try. Take micro actions, number 2. Empowerment grows through evidence. Set yourself small, winnable goals that prove you can act and succeed. Confidence follows action, not the other way around. And lastly, own the outcome. Empowered people don't blame the system. How many people have blamed the system in the past? The boss. You don't blame the market. They say, this is my mission, I own it. That ownership builds strength. When I was mentoring a CEO through a tough restructuring of his small business, he felt quite powerless. He was stuck between his shareholders and his staff. And once they shifted to owning what they could influence and realizing what they couldn't, they regained clarity and confidence. Empowerment begins there. Now let's flip it on the opposite side. How do you empower others? Whether you're leading a team or you're running a business or mentoring in your community, empowerment comes down to 3 key behaviors, I believe. Trust, space, and growth. First, trust. Too many leaders make people earn the trust. That kills your initiative. Start by trusting. Let people prove you right. 2, give space. Micromanagement, guess what? It destroys empowerment. Set clear expectations. Then step back and let people act. 3, celebrate growth, not just success. Empowerment isn't only about the winning all the time. It's about the trying. When people know effort is valued, they step forward more and more often. Again, I mentored a business owner who wanted innovation but constantly corrected the team when they were doing things. Guess what? They stopped trying. They stopped being, listening to their own initiative and just thinking, oh, well, the boss is going to tell me to shoot me down anyway, so I might as well just wait until what he tells me to do. Is that the right thing? When he learned to step back a little bit and actually go out on the shop and say, well done, and celebrating them small attempts, the creativity exploded. And that's the power of empowerment, people. That's what you need to look at. And I would really strongly suggest, if you are looking to empower your team, I would really strongly suggest to go and start researching it and watch more YouTube tutorials about empowerment, watch TED Talk tutorials about empowerment. Listening to this podcast can give you a little bit of a steer as to where you should go. Have a look on Google Scholar about empowerment in businesses. So why is empowerment missing in so many places across the business sector and the military? Fear. Leaders fear losing control. Some leaders love having that control, but just look around them. It's not a nice place to be. Individuals also fear failure. Cultures fear change, and I see that quite a lot. But here is the truth, people. Disempowerment is far riskier. Disempowerment, people leave your organization. Or worse, they stay in your organization and they totally disengage. You do not have a thinking employee. You have somebody who's just going to sit around and wait till you tell them what to do. They will then do it. You'll chastise them or criticize them. They'll go back and fix it, and you're back to square one. Empowered people create momentum. They drive businesses forward. Trust me, I've seen it, and many other business people have seen it in the past. They energize teams. Empowered people get people to do things that you would never even think they could do. They inspire communities. Which risk would you rather take, having the empowered or the disempowered? Here's what I love most about empowerment in my circle. It ripples. Empowering one person and they start to empower other people. Thinking of my grassroots football background, I've coached kids who were absolutely terrified to take their first shot in a game day because they feared getting it wrong. The moment they felt empowered after several training packages of me telling them, just try it. We believe in you. I believe in you. The manager, the coaches believe in you. Your parents believe in you. Just try it. And the same is with people trying with their left foot. I've got several guys who are absolute blinders on their right foot. But could I get them to try on that left foot in a normal game day? Not a chance. We did it so much in training that actually one day, and I think it was only a couple of months ago, one of our young lads, right footer, scored a banger with his left foot. I ran onto the pitch. I shouldn't have done, but I ran and I celebrated that moment with him, and the smiles and the one finger in the air that came back from that young 10-year-old after he's just scored a banger with his left foot during a competition as well. Absolutely created a movement in the team. They not only scored, but they encouraged teammates to do the same and to start. There was all manner of parts of the body was getting on the end of the balls and putting them into the nets over the summer months. But guys were trying it. The girls that I instruct and teach and coach, they are even putting goals in with their left foot. Only yesterday. The ripple spreads from the pitch, I hope, into the classroom. And, again, with adults, into the workplace. Empowered people empower other people. It's crazy. So here's your action plan for this week. Step 1, empower yourself and believe in yourself. Choose one area. Choose an area where you've been holding back and take one small step forward. Step 2, empower someone else in your surroundings. Give them space, give them trust, and give them encouragement they didn't expect. And step 3, reflect on the ripple. Trust me. Write down what happened when you empowered somebody. Have a quick look around to see what happened with that individual. How did they perform? Did they empower other people? It isn't just theory, guys. This is practice. Empowerment only grows when you act upon it. Listen, I love these podcasts. I love being able to sit here and reflect and talk to people and hopefully get good feedback. But, any feedback is welcome to me, and any other subjects you would like me to read up on. I'm quite good with leadership and challenging others in regards to empowerment. And that's it for today's episode of CWC Podcast. Empowerment is more than a concept, I want you to remember. It's a force for good. It transforms individuals, organizations, and communities. When you empower yourself and those around you, you don't just change outcomes, you change lives. If you're ready to go deeper, head over to cwcedge.com, where I'm constantly building this website, where you'll find free resources on leadership, resilience, mentorship, and empowerment. And if you want to explore working with me directly, you can book a call through the site. I've mentored CEOs, business owners, SME leaders, council members, graduates, servicemen and women, service leavers. And what I know is this: everyone has more potential than they realize. Believe in yourself. Empowerment unlocks it. Until next time, stay bold, listen, stay empowered, and keep your edge. Thanks for joining me on this episode of CWC Edge Podcast. I hope today's conversation gave you something valuable to take away and put into action. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. You can also connect with me directly at cwcedge.com, where I share more insights, tools, and resources. And if you're a podcaster, a leader, a manager, CEO, or professional on a similar journey, I'd love to collaborate. Let's grow together. Until next time, keep pushing forward, keep learning, and remember, growth happens at the edge.